Hi guys, if you want to check out the Anker SOLIX C300 DC portable power station with adjustable strap, you can visit the link provided in the description. Portable power stations have become a really practical way to stay connected when you're away from a traditional power outlet. And the Anker SOLIX C300 DC takes that idea and puts it into a relatively compact package. With a 288 Wh capacity, a LiFePO4 battery, up to 300 watts of output, and solar charging capability, this power station is designed for situations where portability matters just as much as available power. One of the first things you'll notice about the C300 DC is its portable design. The adjustable strap makes it easier to carry, which is especially useful when you're moving between different locations. Whether you're heading to a campsite, traveling in a vehicle, spending time outdoors, or preparing for a power interruption, having something that's relatively easy to transport can make a big difference. And that's really the point of a portable power station. It's not supposed to replace the electrical system in your home. Instead, it's designed to give you an additional source of power when a wall outlet isn't available. The C300 DC uses a 288 Wh LiFePO4 battery. Lithium iron phosphate batteries are widely used in modern portable power stations because they are designed for durability and repeated charging. That makes this type of battery well suited to a product that's intended to be used again and again. The 300-watt output also gives you a good idea of where this power station fits. This isn't designed to power every high-energy appliance in your house. Instead, it's aimed at smaller electronics and compatible devices that you might actually want to take outdoors. That could include smartphones, tablets, cameras, lights, and various other electronic devices, depending on their individual power requirements. For people who spend a lot of time outdoors, this can be particularly useful. Imagine you're camping for a weekend. Your phone is being used for navigation, your camera is capturing photos and video, and you've got other small electronic devices that need charging. Rather than depending entirely on access to a conventional outlet, you can bring a portable power station along and have an additional energy source available. The same concept works well for road trips and travel. When you're moving from one location to another, access to electricity isn't always convenient. A compact power station can provide another option for charging your compatible devices while you're away from home. Outdoor photographers and content creators may also find this type of product interesting. Cameras, lights, smartphones, laptops, and other equipment can consume power throughout the day. Having additional battery capacity available can help you spend more time focused on your activity instead of searching for a place to recharge. Then there's emergency preparedness. A power outage doesn't necessarily mean you need a huge generator capable of running an entire home. Sometimes, the priority is simply keeping smaller essential electronics charged. A portable power station can provide another source of electricity for those situations. The solar charging capability adds another useful feature. When used with a compatible solar panel, the power station can be recharged using sunlight. That's particularly interesting for camping, off-grid activities, and longer outdoor trips, where access to a traditional electrical outlet may be limited. Of course, solar charging performance isn't going to be identical in every situation. Weather, sunlight intensity, panel size, positioning, and other factors can affect how quickly the battery recharges. So it's important to think of solar charging as an additional charging option rather than an unlimited source of electricity. The DC-focused design is also worth considering. A lot of modern portable electronics rely on DC power, and having a dedicated portable power source can make sense for people who primarily need to keep smaller electronic equipment running while away from home. But there is one important thing to understand about the C300 DC. The 288 Wh capacity and 300 W output have limits. This isn't a massive home backup system, and you shouldn't expect it to operate high-powered appliances that require more electricity than the unit can provide. Before connecting any device, it's important to check that its power requirements are compatible with the power station specifications. And honestly, that's not necessarily a weakness. The advantage here is portability. Instead of carrying a much larger and heavier power station when you only need power for smaller electronics, a compact unit can be much easier to take with you. That's especially relevant for camping, travel, photography, outdoor work, and emergency situations. The combination of a Leaf AP04 battery, 288 Wh capacity, 300 W output, solar charging capability, and adjustable strap gives the C300 DC a fairly straightforward purpose. It's designed to provide portable electricity in situations where conventional power isn't immediately available. Whether that makes sense for you depends on what you need to power. If your main goal is charging smartphones, cameras, lights, tablets, and other compatible electronics, the specifications make this a product worth considering. If you're looking for something capable of running large appliances or high-powered equipment for extended periods, you'll probably need to look at a much larger power station. That's why choosing a portable power station shouldn't just be about looking at the biggest number. You need to think about what you're actually going to connect to it, how long those devices need to operate, how frequently you'll use the power station, and whether portability is important to you. For outdoor users, that balance can be extremely useful. You get a dedicated battery system that you can take with you, rather than relying entirely on whatever electrical infrastructure happens to be available at your destination. Remember to check the power requirements of your devices and the manufacturer's specifications before using any equipment with a portable power station. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more product reviews, and share your thoughts about portable power stations in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.